Hello, 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 hello. So, I'm Lynn Browner, and I have a son, Owen, who is 12 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So, last night I painted some flowers, and I'll show that in a few minutes here. And then I used a different color background, but I pretty much am using all of the same colors paint-wise that I used yesterday. I may have gotten one or two of them wrong, but oops, I'm gonna knock everything down. I've got to reorganize everything. But this is one I did last night. And so we'll see what we got going on here with tonight's choices. And a lot of times I put these flower or leaves, that word always cracks me up for some reason, in different locations, and they really truly don't necessarily stick. They get covered up or something else happens. So, but we're just gonna go with the flow and see what we get. So I'm not trying to make it exactly like last night's by any means. I wanted to kind of see, like, when I always say I love to watch paint dry. Oh, I gotta sneeze. And so when I looked at that, and then I thought, well, oh, it's coming. When I looked at the one from last night, I thought, well, I'm gonna just use the same colors and see what we come up with. So that's kind of what's happening here. Oh, the sneeze is gonna get me. So we live in West Virginia, and this is January of 2025. And so we have this incredibly huge snowstorm that is coming through, and I don't know how much we're going to end up having accumulated, but some places have already got some of the ice, and I don't know if it's going to come overnight at this point, or if we're just getting to avoid it or what, but they say we're supposed to get more as it goes along, so we'll see. But right now, as far as I know, in my immediate area, and I could be wrong because I'm sure I've missed a few of the weather reports, we really haven't gotten that much ice. Like, maybe it's in there, but I think overnight it's supposed to warm up just enough that it's going to be more of a mushy snow, sleet, ice, I'm not sure. So I think that's kind of what they're thinking, or what's going to happen. So we shall see, as they say. But I'm hoping that it truly does not stick around, because we don't want that. Owen is ready to go back to school. He's been handling, he's definitely maturing, I can see, in so many ways, because he is handling this as best he can. He keeps blaming it on a couple of things. If you're new to my channel, I'm currently undergoing breast cancer. I always want to say breast cancer research. Breast cancer treatments. I I now am technically cancer-free. I had my surgery, and we are, I say we, the surgeons and the doctors, we're meeting next week. Well, one the end of this week and one next week. My chemo, I always say the names wrong. My chemo oncologist. I'm meeting them on the 16th, I believe the date is. And I'm meeting my, chemo oncologist. I'm meeting him on the 9th. All my days are blending together. I'm meeting my radiation oncologist on the 16th. Ooh, that was difficult. That's why I can't do more than one thing at a time and try to think about it. Because I also have, I have arthritis, and so I'm going to see my leg doctor on Friday. I'm telling you that if that sounded painful to you guys for me to remember all of that, it was, because like I said, I was trying to figure out where I was painting next and what I was doing, and thinking at the same time. Sometimes, a lot of times, do not mix. And that was proof in the pudding there. So anyways, so I'll meet with the radiation oncologist next week to see what's going to happen. The radiation, my surgeon told me that most likely it will be 5 to 6 weeks every single day for that, and then I guess that's like the icing on the cake. Once that's done, then I go back to my surgeon every 3 months for the next year, and then every 6 months, I think, for the next 5 years or 2 years. I can't remember which one she said. It all blends together after a while. So I'm just thankful that, I don't know if you saw that before I covered it up, but I had extra paint right there, and I had dropped some, and I'm famous for putting way too much paint on my paintbrush. Oh, I need bed. I'm not quick-witted today at all. So when Owen should have been going back to school tomorrow, but because of these storms, he is off tomorrow. And a year and a half ago, I'm thinking it might now be 2 years. It all blends together. We had some storms here. It was basically spring storms. I'm pretty sure that's right, spring storms. And when we did, the school that he was at had, and many, many, many other places, they had no electric, phones or internet. And they were out basically spring break week, and then they were back like one day, I think. Oh, see, I got that way over there. I'm not gonna worry about it. We'll get it fixed at some point in its life. I'll probably end up putting more of this on there, because I'll just rub it in there and we'll get it. No big deal. But anyways, somehow he got it in his head that the leprechauns were going to fix his school. And so he went through and he talked about how the leprechauns were there and making it all better. And I can hear every time a car goes by because there's so much ice, and even though I said not ice, snow, maybe they're gravel, I don't know. Anyways, I don't think there's ice still, even though that sounded kind of like ice. Anyways, so he thinks leprechauns are fixing the different parts of our area. So the leprechauns have lots to do. So he should be going back to school, hopefully on Tuesday. I hope. I hope and pray. But you never know. So I'm like I did last night. I don't have to necessarily have it all kind of filled in, but I just want it to kind of be a lot of different little areas there. Oh, I may be scraping the road. It's very loud. You probably can't necessarily hear it, but it is very, very loud. So, very loud. Oh my, oh my. So, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. But he's done really, really well with all of it, though. And that I'm very thankful about, because I know how incredibly hard this is for him to be dealing with this and having all of this go on. So for him to be handling it as well as he is, I'm very thankful. Very, 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 very thankful, because it's a lot. I mean, he was so ready to get back to school, and then this snowstorm. And so the leprechauns that were helping when his school had the problem before are here with us helping again. And he's been talking all day about going to our yoga, and he told me that we couldn't go because the road was broken, and that the leprechauns had better get busy so that we could end up going. And I just love the little connections that he's making with all of this. See, I told you it doesn't necessarily mean anything when I put those first initial things on there, because you just never know what's gonna happen. As they say, what's gonna happen? So we just keep going till we go. Oh, I almost messed up because that was really about to drip. It was really about to drip. But it's okay. See, we just keep having little things that happen. I was going to do it one way and then I changed my mind because it was kind of sticking out there. So I think we're getting close to being what should be happening. So now I kind of go back and just stick some greenery, some different places to see what's happening. Because we just want some extra. Sometimes we just don't really even know what we're doing, meaning me. We just keep adding until we think we're at some point that we can be done. I feel like I need some orange over here. And I feel like I'm missing some, like, cream. Sometimes you just, like, stick stuff places so it looks like it's a filler, which it technically is. But we're getting close. Getting very close. Getting there. That one's kind of looks like a tomato almost. Okay, I think we're there. I feel like this is almost, like, I don't mind the blue, but I feel like it was almost overpowering, like it needed the there. It seemed, I don't mind like I said, I don't mind the blue because it's not the problem. It was just that looked kind of off for some reason. Okay, I think this one's a little fuller or something, I'm not sure. Anyways, we're gonna do O for Owen, and then L and B. There we go. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles, toodles.